You might know her as Carmella, but to some of the most important people in her life, she's mom. Leah Van Dale was with the WWE for 12 years before the company terminated her contract. Over that time, Van Dale suffered a serious nerve injury and several pregnancy complications. But through that difficult journey, she found a new mission, advocating for working moms. So she created Snatch. It's a wellness platform designed to support women through fertility struggles, postpartum recovery, and the realities of motherhood. And we are oh so glad to have Leah Van Dale joining us now for more on Snatch and her journey. Leah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here because this is such an important topic that I don't think we talk about enough. So first, congratulations. You just have announced your second pregnancy, so congratulations to you. Tell us about Snatch and the story behind it.
Yes, so I actually had several miscarriages prior to getting pregnant with my first son. And because of the platform that I do have through my time with WWE, I have a large social media following. I felt called to talk about my journey and my experience with my miscarriages because I felt so alone and sort of isolated. There was a shame I felt around it. And I felt like if I was feeling that way, there have to be other women out there feeling the same way. And so when I came out with my experience, it just really opened the conversation around this topic. And I really felt like, okay, there's something here. I need to be talking about this more. There's so much more we can do with this. And I created Snatch, which is a platform. It's a private, completely free community for women to join, to feel safe, to feel seen, to talk about all of these things that have to do with their body, whether it's struggling with fertility, struggling with postpartum depression, or just being a mom in general is the hardest job in the world. So not only is it a safe space for women to communicate with other women on these topics, but I'm also having experts in there educating women on things like IVF, like postpartum depression, or just learning about being a mom in general, because there's no rule book that comes along with being a mother. So it's really a space that I'm really proud of.
You know, so many of my friends who are moms, they've told me how scary postpartum can be, a really terrifying situation. Tell us about your experience with postpartum and your diagnosis of foot drop. What do you want women to know?
Yeah, so I wrestled for over 10 years in the WWE. I never had an injury. I gave birth to my son and I got what's called deep fibular nerve damage behind my right knee. I was in labor for 3 days, so it was a lot of pressure. And I had what's called drop foot, which basically the nerve that controls the top of your foot. I was just kind of hobbling along for a couple months after having my son. So that was definitely difficult. It added to this new life that I was experiencing, being a new mom, dealing with hormones, dealing with this new body, dealing with this new baby, and just trying to figure it all out all at the same time. So it was definitely difficult. And I just think it's something that we don't talk about a lot. We just think you have a baby, you move on, and life is great. But there's also a lot of complications that can come with becoming a new mom. Not that I'm trying to scare anyone. I just think it's important to have these conversations and talk about them and normalize it and know like there are things that are going to happen to your body and that's okay. You'll get past it. And again, that's why I created Snatch, to be able to open that line of communication.
Right, and it's not about scaring anyone. You're right about that. It's about really telling people, hey, you're not alone, right? I've dealt with this,
Exactly.
and you can deal with this and get through it on the other side of it. You've talked about being a part of a blended family, raising your son while also being a stepmom to your husband's children. How did that factor into your healing journey? Oh, look at that beautiful picture right there.
Oh, they're just the best. I really feel so grateful. It's my village. I have such a great village, and I think that's so important as a new mom to have people around you that you can rely on and that support you. And I mean, my stepkids are just so great with my son. They're built-in babysitters, which is amazing. And my son is just so lucky to grow up with his three older siblings and have them as role models because truly, I'm not just saying it, they're such great kids, and I feel so lucky to have them in my life.
Leah Van Dale, you are such a pleasure. You are doing such important work, and we're so grateful that you spent your morning with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank you. And the platform is Snatch, so we'll be logging on. Thank you.